think absolutely the kind of environment we are in today actually is barely where the digital is now creating buzz around everything. So more importantly, the role of CIOs is just not leading the technology, in my opinion, actually, but more importantly to meticulously craft the roadmap around the business objectives. And then with the advent of the speed, what we are working with today, I think the CIOs are definitely a role which is a very important catalyst in fostering the culture of innovation and agility within the organization. Actually, this organization is specifically in the setup of startups. Uh, the chief information officer or chief technology officer, whichever we want to tell about, is more importantly is indispensable again, because the reason is that first of all, without a dedicated this role, startups may struggle establishing their need around scalable technological roadmap again. So without a correct roadmap, their product, their service, their offerings will struggle. And with right CIO bringing the strategic clarity about technology initiatives with the business alignment will give the maximum buck of the bang to them. Secondly, startups normally face difficulties in navigating the complexities around technical decision making, and also in managing the technological risks. So from selecting right development frameworks and architectures around cybersecurity, there are myriads of the challenges which really go through in this startup phase, which can really hurt them down the line. Okay, so the CIO roles bring this kind of deep technical expertise and experience, and enabling these startups to basically to look at the informed decision making. And last but not the least, also bringing the impact about startups' ability to attract the top tiers talent, right? So most of the startups normally works with the freelancers at time, and then the part-time development staff. But we have to understand it's very essential for the startups to continuously evolve their technological stack, right? Product offering, business models. So this role of CIO really provides that strategic foresightedness to the industry, and then bring the right capitalize emerging opportunities for these startups to remain ahead of the curve and to push the envelope in the right direction. Actually, your role is basically gives the broad spectrum of the responsibility, but since you talk about major ones, the vital ones would be, I think, in my opinion, 3 or 4, I would say. First of all, of course, a technology strategy and innovation, because that includes the emerging technology evaluation of their potential impact, bringing the innovative solution to drive the advantage of the competitive market. Second is the importance is around technology, architecture, and infrastructure. So CIOs bring basically the implementation around the scalability aspect of architectures and infrastructure. That involves selecting appropriate platforms, frameworks, tools, and that can really help the building security and reliability, and to act these products in the right performance level. But more importantly, the research and development around technical evangelism, and then managing the risk and compliance is definitely, I would say, in the top 3 CIO responsibilities, in order to not only to drive innovation, but to balance it out with the risk and compliance. We are living in a very volatile world today. So with the rise of the fractional service in each and every segment of the industries, the relief of the C-suite digital expertise reflects actually the growing recognition among the startups of the value that really these seasoned professionals bring to the table. So in my opinion, actually, these fractional roles will definitely bring the value, especially into 4 or 5 important areas. Definitely number one, for the startups, cost is of the paramount, right? So cost efficiencies, we can reduce the costs by bringing these fractional services. Definitely the strategic guidance. So fractional CIOs basically bring their extensive experience, as I spoke, right? So they can bring the invaluable guidance to the startups by navigating this complex technological landscapes, bringing the external perspective. So outside to inside approach will automatically be there. That's another benefit. Flexibility and scalability will be there, because depending on the dynamic environment and the fast-paced situation, priorities can really shift aggressively. So these fractional CIOs basically offer the flexibility to scale their involvement according to the evolving need of the organization. So they don't get stuck with one set of the roles and responsibility all the time throughout, and then of course they get access to the network and resources which these fractional roles bring with them with their extensive networks of the industry contacts. And then finally, I think the mitigation of technical risk, because the timing, cost, and then the expertise from the external collaboration really reduce the technical risk aspects for startups to really operate and excel on their area. Is basically one of the marketplace service which we are trying to envision now. This is a very compelling concept actually, because it's aligning with the evolving need of the market, with the dynamics involved in it today, and essentially it is going to act as a platform where the both the sides of the coin can really capitalize on the real benefits around them. So of course, you, not to forget about every startup and every companies need a different technical and domain expertise at times, but hiring all this domain expertise also is very costly and a time taking process. So in my opinion, actually this is a really exciting concept, because it adds to agility and flexibility about the both the sides of the people who are trying to find the right balance to add their work to their portfolio, plus the companies or organization who want to quickly tap into the specialized expertise there. So access to talent will become easier. Cost efficiency is definitely is the highlight about it, and then the specialized expertise in order to really balance the ecosystem collaboration, I think would be the one of the major driver with these fractional scenarios there. So overall, digital value streams hold immense potential actually, in my opinion. Its success will definitely ultimately depend on the factors like the platform usability, trust, and reputation mechanism. But yeah, I think with the regulatory compliance also might come into the play in this aspect down the line. But as the concept evolves, I think there's a lot of way to go ahead. And then of course, giving the fair compensation for the fractional professional will definitely make their case also go up the game, and that would really help both the side of the industries, in my opinion, actually.